Ah, okay. Yeah. Uh, and it's the daily. You think it ain't when it is? You think it won't when it whiz? We are here and we are in motion. We do this thing. Taking off left lane, no coasting. Daily Go Get It Business Show, first of the month, first of the year, 21 and clear. Are we going to be all right? Are we going to be okay? I think I would. What I say? I'm going to say, hell yeah, everything is going to be all right. We do it like this, yeah. And my brothers and sisters, we going to do this thing and we won't get dismissed. It's the Daily Go Get It Business Show, baby. It's the first of the month, the first of the year, coming through loud and clear. We got 2020 in our rear word. And we want to keep it there, right? It's going to be all right. And everything is going to be all right. Thank you. Everything is going to be all right. Thank you. Everything is going to be all right. Thank you. Yeah. And it's the daily Go Get Up. It's still Flashback Friday. Still, thank God it's Friday. And I'm thanking God that I'm here. And I'm thanking God that y'all here too. And I'm glad. I'm glad that we made it here and we were able to do it healthily and hopefully happily too. So some of y'all might be dragging ass in here though because y'all drunk. Shout out to all my people out there that turned up real loud. Be careful, baby. Be careful. And Emily Dunlap is in the house. What's going on, man? Good to see me some of you. Sight for sore eyes, no doubt. Thanks for coming through. That's how it's going down. We don't do this like some clowns. No. So tonight on the Daily Go Get It Business Show, we are talking about, does going through it all with somebody make you want to stay or make you want to go? When you've been to hell and back with somebody, when you have been through it all, seen it all with somebody, does that mean that you stuck with them to the point where you think that it's a good idea to keep on sticking with them? Or does it mean that you've done all that is to be done? And ain't no more left in the tank. So we might as well go ahead and holler back. I ain't got no more respect for you, I lack. It's going to be all right. It's going to be okay. So we're going to take a look at that right there. We're going to take a look at right there on the Daily Go Get It Business Show, y'all. So we good? Hey, yo, we good? I'm saying, are we good? Well, we good. Let's do it like this. Urban Therapy with Sun 752 with this your daily. The Daily Go Get It Business Show. We do this every single day. Every day it rains. Every day it rains. And the DG will do the same. We break it down, baby. Every day it rains. And the DG will do the same. Every day it rains. And LG will do the same. Every day it rains. And the DG will do the same. Every day it rains. And the DG will do the same. I'm your host, Sun 752, aka Omar with the R. And if you can't say Omar with the R, well, then you just say Omar with the R. The Daily Go Get It Business Show all up in your area. And we are hot. We are in motion. And we are here on the first of the month, first of the year, first of the day. So I hope that everything went all right with y'all. I hope that your New Year's Eve and your New Year's Day went pretty good. I'm going to tell you something about New Year's Day. New Year's Day always seems like it's a long-ass, dreary, or cloudy Sunday. That's what New Year's Day always seems like. And maybe it's because people party so hard the night before, the day before, that New Year's Day is like a day of recovery. Maybe you need those black-eyed peas and those greens all up in you so you can stave off some of that alcohol, soak up some of that liquor, some of that hooch that you done poured all up in yourself and made your liver cry out for help. But New Year's Day is always, I don't know, I think it's a day of reflection. I think it's a day of reckoning. I think it is. I think a lot of people think about what their next move is going to be on the first of the year, January 1st. So it's like one of those things where it's like, I don't know. It's just a weird day. And I tell you what, man, there are a lot of people's birthdays on the first of the year. I think on the first of the year, we probably have more birthdays than we do on any other days. Like, I was looking down the line at this shit. I was like, damn, this shit don't stop. Let me see. Before the end of the show, let's go ahead and count them on my list. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31 birthdays. That's a lot of shouting out. I'm almost ready to do it right now and get it out of the way, because that's crazy. 31 birthdays? 31. And I think some people deleted me. Oh, it's time for first of the year cleaning. It's time for resolution cleaning. So I know I've fallen off of some people's friends list. I looked at the list today. I think I'm down maybe like 3 or 4, but I won't be able to. I probably won't recognize who it is until I'm saying. But yeah, a lot of people born on a day like this. So it seems a strange day to have a birthday January 1st. Like, what do your parents? When do your parents have to aim for when having sex in order for you to be born baby New Year style? But it's a good look. Shout out, a pre-birthday shout out to everybody who has a birthday today. Like I was saying, man, it's the daily. I'm sorry, y'all. Got to get the phlegm out. Like I said, it's the Daily Go Get a Mism show. I am your host. Oh, we didn't even do that. Urban Therapy with Sun 752, and this your daily, the Daily Go Get a Mism show. We do. Oh, we did do that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We did do that. I feel like I've been drinking. But what we're talking about is going through everything with each other a reason to stay or go. Now, we could be talking about a spouse. We could be talking about your man or your woman. We could be talking about a friend. When you have been through so much with a person over time, over years, because it's going to take years. You be having these people that have only known each other for months or for a year. And they be like, oh, no, I've been to hell and back with this person. Oh, no, the hell you haven't. Because if they taking you to what you perceive to be hell and back in under a year or just a year, then imagine what the rest of your life with them is going to be like. Speaking of the rest of your life, do you feel like when you have gone through a lot with a person, does that build a bond with somebody? Does that mean that y'all are supposed to be together because you would have never stuck in there with just any old body? Or does it mean that, well, we've been through everything and there really isn't anything left? So it's really time for us to get on up out of here. It's time for us to keep it pushing. It's time for us to ease on down the road. And I holler back, peace, and I'm chucking up the deuces. Holler back, peace, and I'm chucking up the deuces. Holler back, peace, and chucking up the deuces. It's time for me to go, and it ain't really no excuses. Chucking up the deuces. Time for me to go. Time for me to leave. Time for me to say, yo, I get back and I holler back, and I hope everything goes good with you. But I'm not at the point in my life where I have any more left in the tank. But for you, I'd like to thank you for the experiences that you gave me. But I can't fuck with you no more. You don't behave, see? And I know that life has a little bit more in store for me. So I'm going to go out. You're going to be okay because you was before. And I trust that you're going to do okay on tour. What's going on, Cherry? Cherry all up in the house. Dana Dane. It's Cinderella Dana Dane. It's the woman Dana Dane with fame. It's Cinderella Dana Dane. Well, it's the woman Dana Dane with fame. And my brother James Price, Roz Price, James Price, Roz Price. What's going on, my brother? Good to see me some you. I'm glad you came on through, no doubt. And I set my brother from another mother, Norris Hill. I set my brother from another mother, Norris Hill. Thanks for coming through, my brother. Thanks for coming on out. It's good to see you at the first of the year. Give you a shout. Carol Chamberlain, mi favorita. Carol Chamberlain, mi favorita. And my big sis, Robbie me. Happy New Year to all of y'all. Happy beginning of the year. I don't know if it's really a new year in the first of the year. That's what they say. They say January is the beginning of the year. But in the zodiac calendar, y'all know that the spring is the beginning of the year, and Aries is the beginning of the year. So I don't know. I don't know if there are 365 days in a year. No, they say that a day is the time that it takes for the earth to make a full spin on its axis. That's what determines, the position of day and night. It takes 24 hours for the earth to do a full spin on its axis. And while it's doing that spin, it's also circulating around the sun. So it takes 365 days, so they say, for the earth to orbit around the sun. That's what they say. Then you have the flat earth people who say, first of all, it don't spin on no axis. It ain't no axis because the earth is flat. And all that theory about days and nights and years, and they made that shit up. I don't know. I don't care. I don't know if it's true. I give it up to you. So as we talk about what we're talking about tonight, is going through everything with a person a reason to stay with them or leave them alone. You have people out here who get bored with people, man. You have people out here who get bored. I know a lot of adults who claim that they get bored with people or they get bored, period. So if like them being home during the pandemic, it be killing them. Those are the people who go out. They be like, masks be damned or whatever. I'm still going on vacation. I'm still going over to my people's house. I'm still having a party for the holidays. I'm still going out. I'm still living my life. I'm not letting them pin me down with my wife. I'm not staying in the crib. We both going out. We going out together. We gonna shout out to my people who don't give a fat fuck, and we gonna do this shit. I'ma press my luck. Yeah, I wear the mask if I really have to, but I'm still gonna get out there and laugh too. So people get bored. I've heard people say that they get bored with food. And I can't be eating a lot of the same things a lot because, I get bored with food. I didn't know food was supposed to be exciting. But, they say what they say. Fab Finley 23. What's going on, Fab Finley? Thanks for coming through. I appreciate me, some you. But yeah, so people get bored. Full-grown, full-fledged adults say that they get bored. I've heard other adults clown them for that. Like, yo, what is a grown man or a grown woman doing getting bored? I'm like, I don't know about that. And I figure anybody can get disenchanted with somebody or something. But when you're talking about when you have been through a whole lot with a person, do you think that that's a reason for y'all to stay together? Like, yo, I would only put my time and effort into a project or a person that was worth me going all the way with. Or do you look at it like, yo, after I've already been through everything with you, There's nothing else for me to do with you. Now, the only thing that may keep me with you is whether the everything that we have been through has been mostly good and beneficial, or whether it has been something that has showed me everything in life that I don't want to experience. Because there's a difference. There's a difference in ideology. But I want to know from y'all tonight. Yes, I do. I want to know from y'all tonight. Tonight is the night to answer these questions. James Price says, you're still one of my favorite woke hosts, giving the people some much needed conversation about issues that matter to our people. Melanated, indigenous, aboriginal, 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 melanated, indigenous, aboriginals, melanated, indigenous, aboriginal. That's my man right now. This is my man going down for melanated, indigenous, aboriginals. I said melanated, indigenous, aboriginal. I said melanated, indigenous, aboriginals. Aboriginal, MIAL stand for Miami. My man is down with the melanated, you know, like Mammy and his daddy and his pappy and his grandpappy, grandmammy. We gonna do this shit to swim. Everything's gonna be all right. Melanated, indigenous, aboriginals. Which you know, I said melanated, indigenous, aboriginals. A melanated, indigenous, aboriginals. A melanated, indigenous, aboriginals. That's aboriginal, aboriginal. We was in this country first. We don't come from Africa, not all of us. I mean, we kind of come from Africa. But what I'm saying is Columbus came over here and he saw us first. And he understood that shit worse thing that could have ever happened to our people, because after that came the enslavement. But it gets worse. Mental enslavement still permeates our mental state right now. That's why we can't be down. And that's why we be hating on each other, hating on our skin, hating on our brother, on my sister, everybody that we see that looks like us. We be making a whole bunch of blood fuss and start to cuss and say, well, we can't trust every brother. Ain't a brother, skin folk ain't kinfolk, or what the fuck, folks. Yeah, and that's how it goes down. But I'm still in this fight. I was then, and I am now. Shout out to my brother in the melanated, indigenous, aboriginals, no doubt. No doubt. But so what do y'all think? What do y'all think? You know, if you've been through, I mean, think about your own history. Do you still kick it with the people that you've been through a lot with? Or have you had to cast those people aside because what they took you through wasn't no good? Look, it wasn't good, son. It wasn't good, son. It wasn't good. Sherry said, I'm not going to hell in high water. I'm not going to hell in high water for nobody anymore. No stress when it comes to controlling emotions or body parts. Now, somebody gets sick or have financial troubles, that's different. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Emily Dunlap in the, I said that Emily and the no Kylie. The known wait, is that the no Kylie or the known Kylie? Yeah, the known Kylie. The known Kylie. Thanks for coming through the Daily Go Get 'Em Business Show. Appreciate you. Appreciate you mucho. All right, Norris Hill says the pleading with the soulful glare after going through hell. I don't see myself doing that vicious cycle for the sake of standing the test of time. Interesting. Thanks for sharing the show and liking the show and subscribe to the show, y'all. Make sure that y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure that y'all share the show and make sure that you subscribe to the channel, yo. Be down with the crew. Be down with the crew. So far, we look at it like, okay, when we say that we've been to hell and back for somebody, are we looking at that in a negative way? Does going through hell, or should we say the proverbial going to hell and back for somebody, does that always symbolize that it has been a bad experience? Because sometimes it can just be really scary experiences, like, yo, I never forget the time I had to come get you out of the projects and shit. You went up there with the motherfuckers. Remember we used to get high? You going up there with your old party girl ass. And you calling me. You get up there, the motherfuckers getting high and shit. They had y'all all hijacked up in there on some kidnapping shit. Like, oh shit. Oh, you gonna sniff all my coke and you ain't gonna give up no ass? Oh yeah, we gonna see about that shit. You giving up something tonight. You go in the bathroom, he think you going in there to get undressed and shit. You go in there and call me. You was in that bathroom long as shit. I know he was like, damn, baby, what the fuck you doing in there? I'm just getting fresh. When I come out, it's gonna be, oh, and you gonna like this. Bitch, hurry the fuck up and come out that bathroom. Shit, I fuck around, fall asleep. She gonna get this dick tonight. Next thing you know, we coming in, busting in there like the ATF. Fuck y'all doing? Boom. Fuck out of here. Hey, yo. Hey, where Kiara at? Kiara in here? I know Kiara. Kiara, baby, come the fuck out the bathroom. Hey, y'all niggas make a motherfucking move. Y'all make one motherfucking move. And we shooting and we taking all the coke. Whatever ain't get sniffed, we taking the shit and we leaving bodies. It's gonna be blood everywhere. It could have been that kind of hell and back. Like, it was negative, but at the same time, you was just capitalizing on my rescue thug abilities. And as crazy as it sounds, this is the kind of shit that brings people together and keeps people together. Some people need that excitement. It's all that fighting and fucking and fighting. I said fighting and fucking and fighting. I like to fight first and then fuck. I don't know. I don't really know what's up. It's just something about the adrenaline when you make me mad. I'll be like, you gonna get the dick tonight. It's gonna be bad. But kind of good for you. You wet as hell. I gotta change my motherfucking seat and sheets. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and shit is going down. We like to fight and fuck. You know that. You know how it sound. All we do is fight and fuck. But when the fight and the fucking stop, then you get bored. Like, the bitch do everything the fuck I tell her to do now. Damn conformist. The nigga used to be, you know, I used to have bitches calling my crib and telling me that he got them pregnant and shit now. And all he want to do is stay home. I'm like, shit. I only thought I wanted the dick all to myself. I don't want that dick all to myself. Shit. That's shit. I mean, what bitch want a dick that no other bitch want? It's kind of confusing, you know what I'm saying? Like, wait a minute, I thought you said, yo, you know, you was gonna cut my dick off if you find out that I gave it to somebody else. Yeah, but I mean, yeah, and I was gonna cut it off if well, you see, I didn't cut it off. I know you used it on somebody, but you know, I mean, what I was saying was, I never said that I ain't want no other woman to want your dick. I just wanted you to make sure that you didn't give it to him. You know what I mean? You know, I mean, it was bad enough you didn't take my friendly advice to get my name tattooed on your shit. But now, don't nobody want your limp ass shit. Trying to stuff that limp ass dick in me. Like, nigga, please. Get off of me. Get the fuck off me. Vinay Hardesty, what's going on, bye? Vinay Hardesty, how you doing, bye? How you doing? All right. And happy new year to all y'all. Robbie Ming says, I overlooked the person who was always there for me. I just realized that person is and was a very good friend. We have formed a bond. I really appreciate and love this person. Okay. So have you been through a lot with that person? Because the only thing we're really trying to figure out on this show is whether going through a lot with a person brings you closer to them, or does it actually start to drive a wedge between the two of you? Does that symbolize when you keep having to go through shit with somebody over time, over days, over weeks, over months, over years? Does it start to separate you, or does it start to bring you together? Like, I wouldn't do that shit for nobody else. The only reason I did it with you is because you're worth it. You're worth it, baby. You are worth it. You are worthy. Carol says that's some gangster-ish right there. And you know, Carol, you've heard of that kind of shit. I know I have. Like, going up in the projects. Fuck that shit. I don't care if I ain't from this projects. I bet you I'm gonna get out of these projects. But y'all might have to stay in these projects for good. Final rest in peace. I mean, rest in place, motherfucker. Everybody in these jacks gonna have your face on their shirt. If y'all don't let that bitch out of the fucking bathroom now. Either we leave or we leave you. We leave or you get left. For those of you who don't know, leaving somebody means killing them. Leave or get left. The choice is yours, baby. The choice is yours. The choice is yours. All right. Okay. Renee Hardesty says, a reason to stay, I mean. Did you say something before? All right. Okay, wait. Robbie Mink says, I get bored with the way my furniture is set up, so I change the furniture around. You know, listen, I'm going to need y'all to stick to the script. We ain't talking about inanimate objects. I know that women get bored with hairstyles and nails and shoes and furniture and shit like that. We ain't talking about that. We talking about people. Hold on. No, it said Limp Bizkit. When they found the nigga face down. They found him face down. Come on, babe. I got this. Come on, babe. All right. Just chill. Hey, you know, can you do something? No, you ain't fucking up my self-esteem, baby. Because the worst thing one of the worst things that could happen to a chick, she go down on the motherfucker and it still ain't working. She looking like, you would think she would deduce that it's all his fault. But a lot of women be like, wait a minute. I'm supposed to be able to wake up anything out of their slumber. Yo! All right, we gotta chill, man. I promise that this year I wasn't psyched. I just told y'all last night I ain't stopping for shit. T. Carey Wright is down for tonight. It's always good to have my eyes on you. You're in my sights. What's up, Ma? It's good to see me some you. Yeah, it's good to see me some you and my brother I said my brother Ansel Jones. What's going on, my brother Ansel Jones? My brother Ansel Jones. Is it all up in house? What's going on, my brother? Good to see me some you. Everything is good. Everything good. Levels is good. Levels is good. Levels is good. All right. Carol talking about something. Stop it, Omar. Okay. Tell you what, I will stop it. I'm going to stop that. All right? I'm going to stop that. But I'm saying though, as we proceed to give you what you need. No, it still says 8 times out of 10, staying power as a couple is at a minimum when habits change. Okay. Well, that seems to be helpful information. So what you saying? So what you saying is that things start off on a pretty decent track, even though you're taking that time to try to get to know a person. Hopefully, the things that you get to know are things that you could tolerate, at the very least, in the beginning. But as time goes by, it starts to get a little, you get a little, get a little, get a little, get a little, get a little Italy. What is Emily saying? Emily says, in my opinion, I think it will start to drive a wedge between you and the other person, because eventually, if it was me, I'll have to throw up the deuces. In the end, I have to think about myself and you stupid. Right, don't stop. But the you, but the you that we be the you that we all love. I hear that, I hear you. But yeah. So, all right, let me see. If I'm talking about me, when I go through a lot with a person, that normally means that we gonna be all right. Because I can be a helpful person, but I don't fuck with everybody. And the people that I don't fuck with know I don't fuck with them. And the people that I fuck with, you know what I mean? Sometimes they wish I would fuck with them just a little bit more. It's a little bit heavier, just a little bit harder. But I'm there when you need me. That's for sure. So, but I definitely think that the only way that I will stick it out with a person is if we have experiences that have brought us together, that have proved certain things. Like I don't necessarily have to look for proof of your loyalty, but I have to know that at least you would do it for me like I would do it for you. You would reciprocate that. Everybody doesn't subscribe to that. Not everybody gets it. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you dig what I mean? So you take a married couple though. You may have a situation where a man has stepped out on his wife before. He done had kids outside of the relationship or the marriage. He done all kinds of nasty, trifling shit. She done caught him in all kinds of situations that a woman should never see her man in. But that might be something that starts to break down to the point where she figures that she might as well stay here because she done already fought for something. She done already fought for something that she really didn't want. Do y'all know what it's like to fight for something that you know that you don't even really want? Like our ego kind of kicks in and makes us fight for some things that we know aren't that good for us. And a lot of times they are a person. So I whooped this nigga ass for this chick. Little did I know, I am pretty much virtually whooping a nigga ass all the time for this chick. She got a lot of olive oil in her. And she has used up all of my Bluto, all of my Brutus, all of my Pluto, all of my Brutus, all of my Bluto, Brutus, the Bluto. And sometimes that's how it go though. But yeah, it is extremely possible to go ahead and fight for something that you don't even really want. But it was time to fight, and you fought the good fight. Fighting for something that you don't even need. Fighting for something that you don't even want. Well, I may not want her, but I don't like that nigga, and I'll be goddamn if I lose any competition to him. So yeah, I gotta stick with her, even if I don't really want to be with her. because he ain't going to take her from me. Now, if he would have got with her when I wasn't nowhere in the picture or whatever, that would be one thing. But I'd be goddamn if that cornball suck ass nigga is going to take my girl away from me. I will take both of their lives first before that happens. So you want this chick? She mad toxic. She on that olive oil bullshit. She even got them long ass, ugly ass shoes, them long ass feet, and them long ass, ugly ass feet. Skinny ass. No body having ass. But you fought for that. Are you wrong? I can't say. Are you right? I can't say. But you did fight for something that you didn't even want and you definitely didn't need. But you've been through hell and back with this lady. My mind is blind at times. I can't see anyone but you. Those other guys don't matter much in my point of view. I must make you understand. I wanna be your man. I wanna be your man. What up, Brown Eyes? How you feeling? And Miss Pure Breed. Good to see me some you. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. It's my man. My man, Mr. Hudson. That's Cheryl's brother. Shirley Hudson's brother. That's my dude. Good to see me some you, my dude. Good to see me some you. So, what we talking about today, for y'all who have just come in, we're talking about does going through everything with somebody bring you closer to them or move you farther apart from them? Yo, I can see you. I can see you up there. But I see you. You know what I mean? So if you attack me from the back, I see you. I see you plotting. I see you. I see you. All right. So, yeah. So is it a situation where if you've been through something with somebody, if you've been through a whole lot with somebody, if you've been to hell and back with somebody, does it say to you, yo, I better go ahead and stick with this person because I put too much time and effort into it? Or does it say, well, shit, if I've been through everything with you, there's nothing else left. I might as well get on my skates and just roll. Might as well get on my skates and just roll, baby. What's it to you? Excuse me. How do you feel about it? Ow. God damn. Ow, nigga. Ow. Ow. Don't touch. Okay. All right. So Robbie Mink says, what you doing with your fingers? Nothing. I wasn't doing nothing. Carol Chamberlain says, if I catch you dirty, it's a wrap. And that's ego. Yeah. And Rob says, if that brings you closer to the person, I can dig it. Ansel Jones says, Robin went down memory lane with the missus. No, says, I don't give a fuck. How much time has been invested? If she gets the police involved, it's a wrap. I don't even want to talk about that. Brown Eyes says it depends. And I'm sure it does depend. Now, what does it depend on, though? What does it depend on, though? What does it depend on, though? She says If it's if it's stupid shit, maybe a couple of times. After that, I'm out. Interesting. Now, here's the thing. We was talking about things that you have been through with a person over a period of time. Maybe some of it was bad. Maybe some of it was just quirky. Maybe some of it, but it was something. It was something going on. Does that say, all right, you know what? I'm going to stick it out with you because that's the thing to do. Or does it say, all right, well, I've had enough. I've had enough of you. And not only that, but you're boring. There's nothing else for us to do. We don't have any more areas to explore. We might as well just keep it moving. Keep it moving. So, of course, from person to person, the answer is going to be a little bit different because we perceive our experiences that we have with other people. We experience them different, which we should. But if you look at your pattern of relationship behavior over the years, you get the answer. You know what you'll do and what you won't do. You know if you're the type of person that will stick it out with somebody that you care about or that you care for or that you believe in, or you know that you're the type of person that leaves the first sign of trouble because you ain't really interested in sticking it out with somebody. You think everything is supposed to be prepaid and prepackaged. Prepaid and prepackaged, baby. You ain't trying to meal prep, and you definitely ain't trying to pay before you get whatever you have delivered. Whatever you want delivered. I have been delivered. Cherry says, Norris, because at this point she's playing with your life. Time to get rid of her. Interesting. Playing with your life. Hey, yo, Cherry, let me ask you this. If nobody plays with your life, do you play with your life in absence of anybody else doing it? I guess what I'm asking you is, are you the type of person, not you personally, but are you the type of person, or should I say, what if you're the type of person that will find trouble to get into regardless of whether you have a wingman, a fall guy, scapegoat, or whatever, or partner, or not? Because some people make sure that they don't stop shit until they get into some shit. I understand it to a certain degree, and maybe theoretically I understand it, but I don't get it all the way. Brown Eye says, again, it depends. Some men will keep doing and doing because they know you'll be there regardless. And she also says, it's about how much you think you can take. How do you know how much you can take? Because we probably all have a set number of things that we think that we can take. Like, I think I can take this much. Does that mean you can't take this much more? Does that mean that you can't take this much more? Like, I can take this much, but not anymore. Does it mean that, though? Because it don't mean that. It might not mean that. And we never really know how much we can take until we actually are in the act of taking it. Or we don't have a way out. You know your resolve and your reserves when you don't have the option to bail out. So you going to take this shit no matter how much or how grueling it could be. Sort of like when a woman is penetrated for the first time because she's a virgin. Like it just kept going in and in and in and in and in. It wouldn't stop. Ow. Carol says, I value my feelings. So when you stomp on them or disrespect them, I'm done. I don't tolerate disrespect in any form. That's what I would say about me. But it's not true for me. Like I say, there's no way I'm gonna tolerate somebody disrespecting me. But I take it. Because there's different reasons for different things happening at different times by different people. But I totally understand what you're saying. I do. Brown Eye says you have to be the decision maker of that. Everyone has a limit, I think. True. I'm digging y'all on Instagram. Y'all talking it up. That's what's up. Narciso says, I was listening to the show from 2 days ago, I think, and you talked about you had the potential. Talking about that chick that had the potential to be a setup chick. Cut it off before they think they can get anything off. Yeah. You talking about when I was talking about that girl. That girl thinks that she's so smart. Fuck out of here. Bum ass. Oh, bum ass. But you know what? Going back to that, Nars, it's a good thing that I wasn't one of those super thirsty ass niggas. Because you know, if I was, I would have rationalized, like, I'm going to get this ass. Like, fuck that. At the very least, I'm going to get the ass. At the very least, I'm going to get the ass. Because a lot of cats would have done that. Like, yeah, but son, she had a body, though. Yeah, but son, she had the body, though. Yeah, but son, she had the body, though. She had the body, though. Fat ass in the titty show. Yeah, but son, she had the body, yo. Said, yeah, but son, she had the body, yo. Yo, at least get your shit off. Yo, do your thing and let your shit go from hard to soft. At least, yo, get in the drawers and make sure that you get the shit all the way down to the balls. Make sure that you make the shit scream. Do this damn thing, you know what I mean? If you gotta pay for some shit, you might as well get some shit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, for real. If you gotta get some shit, then you might as well pay for some shit. No, wait. If you gotta pay for some shit, then you might as well get some shit. Don't let it be a dud. Take it back to the crib and wet that shit up just like a flood. Fuck out of here. No. Could have been it could have been dangerous. It could have been kind of dangerous, potentially dangerous. When you've gone through everything with a person, does it bring you closer to that person? Or do you figure, well, we've done everything, we've seen it all, we've done it all. I don't know if I could take much more, man. You know what I mean? Word mother. Renee Hardesty says, I think with mine, no, we might as well keep it pushing. We've learned a lot. When you say keep it pushing, do you mean stick with each other, or do you think, or are you saying that y'all should separate? Well, how many people would y'all say, y'all don't have to write it or whatever, but just think about it. How many people would you say that you actually been through a whole lot with? Because there's some people that we have been through some things with, but there's some people who don't really qualify for the, yeah, we've been through it we've seen it all, been through it all, seen it all, been through it, seen, been through it. Ansel Jones says it's not a reason, but it makes for a good story. I can't front on that. Can't front on that. Ultimately, I think that what keeps a man and a woman together is not just their love for each other, but there is something that attracts the two of them together. It can be something very cosmic. It can be something very mystical, very cosmic, very spiritual, not something that you can see or hear. It may look like it's just two good-looking people who can't resist each other, but there's usually way more to it than that. It's normally like, yeah, this is when I see her, I feel like this is the place to be. And I really don't want to be nowhere else. And when I'm not around this person, I feel like I want to be around that person. And another thing is, regardless of how much you've been through with a person, if you think that you have at least one more thing to go through with them, if they should require it, then you know that you have the answer to the question of this whole show. Like, yeah. If I've gone through a whole lot with you, then with you is where I should be. No, I'm not bored with you. You keep me excited. Excited. You know. Girl, you knock me out. Robbie Ming says, but what if you're married? You're not going to work it out or just give up on your marriage. People give up on their marriage every day, Rob. It doesn't sound like the right thing to do, but it does happen. It happens all the time. Because a lot of people get married for all the wrong reasons. And if you marry somebody for the wrong reasons, you will sure divorce them for the right reasons. I said, if you marry somebody for the wrong reasons, you will sure divorce them for the right reasons. If you marry somebody for the wrong reasons, you're going to break up with them, divorce them for the right reasons. You marry somebody for the wrong reasons, you're going to break up, divorce them for the right reasons. If you marry somebody for the wrong, you're going to go ahead and divorce them strong. Everybody knows why they want to get the fuck out of Dodge. The shit is kind of crazy. I feel like you should always take time out to make sure that marriage is something that you really want to get into. I don't think that you should be marrying a person that you're not sure about. You should be like, listen, there is nothing else that I want to do with anybody else except for you. If loving you is all that I have to do, I don't want to do anything else. You know? So, but like I said, if you marry somebody for the wrong reasons, you'll break up with them for the right reasons. So people get married for all kinds of dumb shit. And I used to feel like that was pretty much a new thing. People have been getting married for the wrong reasons for years. And some of the things that sound like they are a good reason are really not. Like sound okay. If you say that you want to get married with somebody so you can start a family, that sounds like a good reason, but it's really not. Because you may like what that person contributes to the family. Whether you're talking about their DNA or whether you're talking about the physical things like money and structure that they bring to the family. But if they're not the type of person that you know that you will go to bat for, ride or die or kill, it's probably not a good idea to get married because you're going to really pick up the feelings that you should have up front. You're not going to pick up with them until later. and potentially never ever. Brown Eye says, I was married from 1979 to 2004. Long time. Been through it all. When I finally left, there was no looking back, and I was determined not to allow myself to put up with any bullshit from someone else again. That's my word. Emily says, I married for the wrong reasons and left for the right reasons. You ever heard that before? Never made it to legal divorce. Oh. Never made it to legal divorce. Oh, you a married chick.
Seconds.
You still married now. You still married now. Okay. Carol says that, Robin, sometimes you have to count your losses and move on. No point in making each other miserable. Narcio says, I should say the hell they endured. Right. Oh, okay. Oh, this is piggybacking off of what he said. An elderly friend of mine buried his wife of 68 years. I can't fathom the hell that they withstood. 68 years. That's pretty much Alpha to Omega. How old were they? Like we've been going with each other since preschool. Really? Cherry says, I was married for 20 years, divorced. But I think marriage is one thing, marriage is one thing. Shacking up is another. Dating is something else. And there's the other thing, fucking friends. Well, it depends on where your head is at the moment. And if the two of y'all, if the two parties involved agree, then you can go ahead and rock out. Oh, we have a call on the line. A caller, look. Caller with the last number is 4828. Welcome to the Daily Go Getimism Show. Thank you for holding. What's on your mind this evening?
Hi. Sorry, I was holding for a while.
Okay.
And I was just listening to the show. No, I was just going to say that. Wanted to add that people. I was listening to the show and hearing people say that they're going to shut it down and they don't want to withstand, be around for bullshit. But sometimes you go through bullshit, and it seems like these days people are so willing to bounce without really working things through.
Bounce without working things through. Mm-hmm. Now, do you think that people initially feel that way and they have trained themselves to bounce at the first sign of trouble? Or do you think that they've been through so many times before when they have tried to stick in there that they've decided that, soon as I see somebody in a dark alley with a ski mask on and gloves or whatever, I'm going to start getting out of the way? What do you think?
I think it's both. And I see a lot of people drag, past experiences onto the next relationship, and each relationship is different.
Mm-hmm.
So the quote unquote bullshit that you're going to go through in one relationship may not necessarily be the same for the next one, but people are so ready to run at the first sign of trouble. You don't really know, how strong, that relationship could have been if you're ready to leave at the first sign of trouble. Nobody's going to agree all the time. That's never going to happen. But it's important that, whoever's involved, both of you know that, all right, we're having an issue right now, but, we have what it takes to sort it through in a healthy way. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying that anybody should stick around for abuse, because that's corny. But you definitely should be, if you're going to choose to get into a relationship, just understand this is a relationship. There's going to be some work involved.
Yeah. All right. So, do you think that Do you think that the feelings that somebody has for each other will determine how much they will put up with or not? Or do you think that some people come in with a preconceived amount of BS that they will put up with in a relationship, regardless of who it is?
It's both. It's still both.
Some
people already know from the jump, and they don't always verbalize it to the other person, which isn't fair to whoever they're in a relationship with. They know that they have a threshold of what they're willing to take.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're dating with a purpose, you really should let the other person know up front. Hey, listen, these are my expectations. This is what I'm expecting, and then let things happen, and grow organically.
Mm-hmm.
But many people, especially nowadays, at least that's the way they act on Facebook, on social media, everybody has a threshold of what they will and will not take, while wanting their partner to take whatever they're putting out.
Interesting. Very, very interesting. Yeah, the social media example is always one that grabs my attention, because I know that people say a whole lot of things on social media to make sure that people look at them in a certain type of way. And it's sort of like protecting yourself before anybody offends you. They sort of want to let people know that there ain't nobody to play with and blah, 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 blah. But I said, as far as all that preconceived stuff, I just think that if you're liking a person, on your way to loving a person, then you'll probably sticking there, hanging there with them no matter what. But people have different levels of what they consider, no matter what, to be.
It really depends. It really depends, and several people have said it already. It really depends on what it is that you're sticking around for. Because a lot of times things can be all rosy and everybody's all in love and you can't keep your hands off of each other, and then something goes down and you realize that your dude is a punk, or he fights dirty, or she fights dirty, and or that she's willing to take something small and like the brother said in the gallery, call the cops or something like that. But you don't know until you know.
Right.
And then once you know, you have to do the decision to make. And so it depends on how that person, behaves during the adversity.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me just ask you one more question. How do you know, or how do you measure how much you have been through with the person and what the limitations should be? How can you accurately know that? Or do you need to?
I don't understand your question.
Okay. You know how, like, just like the title of the show says, when you've been through it all with somebody, is that a reason to stay or go? Of course, we know that there are levels to this thing. Like, how do you know how much you've been through with a person in terms of your tolerance level is concerned? Like, how can you be sure? Some people say, I've been through everything with this person, but what is everything? Because to some people, being through everything means everything bad. They don't even talk about any of the thing that allowed you to grow in a healthy way. So how can you know how much you've been through with a person in terms of what decision you should make for yourself? Like, how can you be sure?
For me, it's how we interact during good and bad times. Because if I say I've been through everything with somebody, it's not just the bad stuff. It's not just deaths. It's not just kids. It's not just it's everything. It's everything. So it really depends on how well we love each other you know, when one of us was starting a new job or got a promotion, started a new business, and how well we loved and supported each other when we really didn't like each other. You know, for a moment.
I get it.
How well we love and support each other during death, you know, in the family or friends. For me, that's how I measure it. It's not just, you know, what went down when I did something wrong or he did something wrong.
Yeah. That sounds reasonable. It sounds reasonable. And it sounds reasonable to me because it sounds like you at least thought it out. And I'm not so sure how many people actually think things out anymore. And that's not to say that very little people think it out, but the same way as we have to make decisions about people who are into our lives, we have to also lend respect to the fact that we are around certain people that fills up our observance meter. Like this is our pool of examples right here. You know what I'm saying? This is what I have to choose from when I start talking, when I start to reference something. I'm referencing these guys because that's what I got. So my examples may not cover everyone, but it covers someone that I can speak about and verify. So yeah, I'm a big fan of at least wanting to be there for a person in the long haul, you know, through thick and thin. I'm not a big fan of people who make you prove that you would be there for them through thick thin by constantly getting you into shit that you ain't got no business being into. You understand what I'm saying? Like for example, like when I was talking earlier about, you know, the chick who had to get, huh?
I said about fighting.
Yeah.
I say something about
yeah, you know, having to go up in the projects to save her olive oil ass all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like why can't you ever be involved in non-threatening physical situations? Why does it always have to be some crazy drama when it comes to you every time? You know what I'm saying? Like, why can't I ever just come pick you up from a family gathering or from a late night library or some shit like that? Why does it always have to be, you know, why do I always have to employ other people to come help me with your crazy ass, you know? So if you're dealing with somebody who likes the drama a lot and they keep putting you in situations where you have to rescue them time and time again, I just don't think that that's a good person to be with.
I would agree.
Yeah. You know, so all of that, Popeye, save me, fuck out of here. What happens when Popeye don't show up? Huh?
I said definitely past my threshold.
Yeah. What happens if Popeye don't show up? She gonna have to give that skinny big head ass up. You giving up some of that stick figure today. Ha ha. Sucks to be you. Sucks to be you. All right. Well, listen, I really appreciate you calling in. Appreciate it mucho. Please do so again.
No problem.
And I holla back. Peace.
Thank you.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
I say that caller was wise. Dead. She was wise. She real wise. You know what I'm saying? Real wise. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do these long ass birthday shout outs and then we're gonna get up out of here. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious January 1st, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special because they are special because they are special because they are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They are get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. We're gonna run through these birthdays. We ain't doing no ages. Let's go ahead and run them. Barbara Body, Big I'm sorry, Big Vito Riley, Kevin Amos, Joy Gilchrist, Mocha Java, Sharit Salane, Lanier Fifi, my girl Lanier Fifi. Okay. And Sky Geddes, Minoshi, Galite, Rosamie Cyril, Trisha Gums, Shara Shore, Charleston Chriselle, Charleston, Lovely Cadet, Ala BG, Cynthia Fontaine, Roselda R. Bennett, Beth Johnson, Meth Nanette, Kim Brown, Larry Malone, Patricia Flowers, Jake Williams, Diane Arasad, Ex-Con Films, Coupe DeVille, Gabrielle Lovelost, Kenneth KRS1 Cooper, Key No Single Mama Drama, Lisa Stone, Calvin Jennifer Taylor. What he added his wife's last name? I mean his wife's name to his last name? Calvin Jennifer. What kind of shit? Okay. I want to say happy birthday to all of you and anyone else out there who shares this birthday on this glorious January 1st, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up. But don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out, rock on it, do the damn, the rock out, rock on it, the damn, rock out, rock on it, do the damn thing, you do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings, you do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours, and remember, man, listen to what I say, because of this type of shit can happen every day. We meet people, we fall in love with people, we fall in like with people, we fall out of favor with some people. You know, sometimes they're going to be friends, they're going to be lovers, they're going to be family members, they're going to be people that you have gone through a whole lot with, whether they have come to help you out or whether you have gone to help them out, whether y'all have seen things mutually and amicably in agreement with each other, or whether you have always been separated and felt disconnected from the person. Nonetheless, these are the games we play, and these are the things that happen in our world today. Hey. But it's going to be all right. We're going to work it out to the fullest, and everything is going to be y'all right, and everything is going to be y'all right. Think it won't. I want y'all to have a good night. I am so glad and so blessed to be here with y'all today. I'm glad that my people's made it through. You know what I mean? Made it through to the first of the year. And I hope that this 2021 brings you everything, every last blessing, every last gift, every last lucky circumstance, and every last fruit of your labor that you could possibly want. And I hope that you get it early, like before the year's over. Like, I'm talking about, like, get that shit by June. Even if you have to build a skyscraper and you haven't even broken ground yet. So, peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. Love y'all to death. Resuscitate y'all and love y'all back to life. So we're going to get on up out of here. And I see y'all tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock a.m. At 11 o'clock a.m. Make sure that y'all hit the like button. Make sure that y'all share the show. Make sure that y'all subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. Good looking out. So, Blog Talk, we're going to get you out of here first. So, bye-bye.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio.
And my Instagrammers, thanks for coming through. Appreciate y'all. Brown Eyes and Emily. Peace. Okay. And to all my YouTubers, I'm gonna get back and I'm gonna see you later tomorrow, 11 o'clock. All right, holla. Y'all be safe tonight. Be safe. Safety in 2021 above all. Holla. Peace.